Whoa, holy spaghetti hair. Just letting my curls cool for a minute before I brush them out, but I think they are set. A little bit fluffy and stuck together, but much better than snakehead full of hair. I'm just getting ready. It's actually not even morning, it's like 12:30. I had a very lazy morning. I think I've got something coming on again. Yet again. I have never been this sick this many times since I was a kid, probably. Just constantly sick. Hopefully I'll be able to kick this one though. Both Ken and I just seem to be sickies these days. I think I mentioned it somewhere, but I was sick at the end of our travel. So in Paris, in Fontainebleau, I was quite sick. Got home, recovered for Christmas. We went down to the family cabin with Bubs and Matt, the ones that just got married in November. And Matt fell ill the second day we were there and passed it on to Ken. It was a nasty plague of a thing. We don't know. It was basically like a super high fever, and Ken had a bit of a cough too. So he was in isolation in the basement for 4 days. And he was sleeping in my sister's old bedroom because I was trying so hard not to get it. I really didn't want Mom to get it either. So yeah, I barely saw him for about 4 days. He was sleeping down in the basement. Poor guy in decontam down there. And it seemed to have worked for a little while there, but now I don't know what I've got. This side of my face is pounding. I had a horrendous headache yesterday, which I never get headaches. So that was very unusual. Thought I'd slept it off, but something is still brewing in here, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm getting ready for the day. I've got half my makeup on, hair is done, I'm dressed. Oh, you can see my little bow. And I am randomly filming this little vlog today. I was meant to be filming something else for the weekend, but I'm just not feeling like filming it. I'm excited for that video. I'm sure it'll be coming up next week, but I just don't feel like filming today. I don't know, I just can't deal with the big camera stuff. So we're doing this instead. I hope you went to see my last video, which was my 5 winter travel outfit ideas. They're all kind of like simple, neutral travel outfits that I actually wore while we were traveling. I didn't like change into those things and then change out of them. I actually wore those outfits for the entire day, and I really loved the way the video came out. It took place throughout Europe, and with these cool outfits that I really liked. So I hope you watched it. If you didn't, it's linked down below somewhere, or just click to my last video to go watch it and share it if you can. I would love if you did. But for today, we're just gonna keep it simple with a random at-home vlog. People ask for this all the time anyways. I want daily vlog stuff, not anything fancy. So this is about as boring as you can get because I literally have nothing planned today. Ken's doing work outside of the house. Mom and the pup are down at the family cabin. It's just me. Probably watching some TV, maybe do a blog post, eat some lunch. This is what I have to offer for today, so hopefully I don't put you to sleep. Okay, on with the makeup. I've done pretty much all of my face already other than my eyes. Yeah, just eyes left to go. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm obsessed with one mascara. I have troubles moving to anything else. My favorite mascara, I've done videos on it before if you want to know how to use it. Double End Tubing Mascara by L'Oreal, the Double Extend. I've been using this for years and years and years. I have occasionally tried something else, and I don't like them. I just don't like new mascaras. But I got this one for Christmas from Bubs. I've been using it for a couple days, and I am super impressed. This is one of her favorite mascaras, and she's a bit of a mascara junkie. She likes trying new things, and she's a little more, she sticks with things longer than I do. So she gave this one a good test. She loves it. She got it for me for Christmas, the little sample size. She got me a little kit of sample size stuff from Clinique. So I've been giving it a try and I love it. It is the Clinique High Impact Mascara in 01 Black. It looks like a pretty standard mascara. Nothing to write home about, right? It looks pretty standard. But this stuff, it's amazing. And like straight out of the tube, amazing. The first coat is kind of like a natural coat. Second coat, third coat, you can build it up a little bit to give yourself like those really big full lashes. I wouldn't say it gives a ton of length, but if you love volume and that like false lash look, you can definitely achieve that with this. And the biggest part for me is the ease of it coming off. It has to come off easy for me to love a mascara. It's part of the reason that I love this one so much, because it just comes off like individual lashes. There's no raccoon eyes, no mess, just falls off with some warm water. And this stuff is pretty much the same, maybe even easier. And you don't wake up with raccoon eyes in the morning either. So been loving this. And then the other thing I'm gonna try out is the little Clinique eyeshadow palette. Oh, there you are. That came in the kit. This is called They're All About Shadow Trio. And it's adorable. I love this little thing, perfect for travel. 3 neutral, slightly shimmery eyeshadows, but it'd be perfect for travel. This is basically what I put on my eye if I'm wearing eyeshadow. Most of the time I don't, but if I'm wearing eyeshadow, this is the exact color that I use. Swipe it all over the eye, just pull it under the eye a little bit, and that's basically what I do. Yeah, so I'm gonna slap those 2 guys on. Sounds weird. And then I will put you in some better light so you can see what things look like. I am just staying home today. I'm not doing anything that requires eyeshadow, but I just like playing with it, so that's why it's going on today. There's no special technique here. I'm literally just slapping it on and then making it a little heavier in the outside corner so you can actually see it. There, that's more than enough. I'm a big fan of using fingers too. And then this is an old little flat brush, does the trick. Just stamp it in there, drag along the bottom. That's it for shadow. I'm gonna have to get closer into the mirror here so I can make sure I don't stab myself in the eye. Here we go. So that is with about 3 coats, I would say. Maybe 2. 2 solid coats for sure. And I feel like it gives me the exact same look that my tubing mascara does by L'Oreal, but it's a simpler process. There's no 2 steps, and it comes off just as easy. So broadening my mascara options here. It's nice and soft to the touch and everything. I don't feel like I've got sticks hanging off my eyes. Yeah, so far I love it. Every time I think about starting a vlog, I think there's nothing for me to say. This is gonna be the most short, boring vlog ever. And before I know it, I'm at like 15 minutes of footage. How does that happen every time? It's weird. What am I talking about? Anyways, here comes some more blabber at you. I thought I would show you what I'm wearing on my body today. The light's going crazy. If you follow along on Instagram, you will have seen that I'm doing these daily outfit shares, what I'm wearing each day. Even if it is something like boring or something I don't like, I'll just take a few pictures here in front of my mirror, or Ken will take them outside for me, and they're over there. So if you want to see what I'm wearing daily, definitely follow along on Instagram. I've been having a lot of fun doing that. It's kind of like a mini blog, Instagram story style. For here today, I thought I would show you what I'm wearing. Again, nothing groundbreaking. It's comfy. I feel like I'm getting sick. I'm just gonna be at home, so I'm just wearing a sweater and jeans, basically. So on top is a sweater that's gonna be in an upcoming video, so I'll share where it's from then. Can you see that? No? Maybe? There's a little bow on the back. So I think most of the time I'll be wearing this with my hair up so you can see the bow, but for today my hair is freshly washed, so it's staying down. My same Miss Oma necklace that I wear pretty much every day, my DW watch, again, daily. And then the jeans are my Everlane jeans that I showed in my last haul. I absolutely love these things. They are so high waist. Like, this is above my belly button, just for reference. I did get them in a size 26. Normally I would wear a 26, 27, I would say. And I could easily have sized down 2 sizes in these because they stretch so much. They're not like giving out where they're not flattering. They definitely still fit, but, and they're not like falling down every 5 seconds or anything like that, but I just feel like I definitely could have sized down. So if you do go for them, make sure you go a size or 2 down from your usual. They feel like yoga pants. They are incredibly comfortable. I'm pretty tempted to get another pair, but we'll see. And then on my feet, my good old trusty slippers. Not leaving the house, so there are no shoes on my feet. I think while I'm up here, I'm gonna show you something I found in my sister's closet last night. She abandoned it here, so if she wants it back, that's fine. But for now, I'm very excited about this. I'm gonna put it on. So ever since we moved back home, I've been doing a ton of digging in every single closet drawer, looking for certain things that I thought I still had around. Half the time I'm not sure if I actually just donated it or if it's hiding somewhere in a weird spot where I was just trying to tuck it away until we moved back home, and now I've hidden it on myself, basically. I was doing that last night looking for a pair of boots, which I unfortunately think are gone. I was very ruthless when I was donating things before we left, and I was like, I'll never wear those again, but of course, now I want them and I can't find them. And they're probably in someone else's home by now. Rummaging through a closet downstairs close to my sister's room, and she had this guy in there. I love this color, this sage green color, and then mixed with this brown. It's a cropped puffer coat. I know it's definitely a vintage find because it's by Ralph Lauren, and my sister would never spend money on a Ralph Lauren jacket. So cozy. It's like proper down filled, cropped, brown on the inside, brown here, little pockets, but the color and the puffer coat style of it is what I love so much about it. It's gonna be great for down at the cabin. So warm. Whew, I just want to stay in it all day now. Amazing things that you can find at a thrift store. If you're not a thrift shopper, I would highly recommend that you go check one out. They're obviously very intimidating when you first get in there because you're like, whoa, where do I start? But once you get that eye for thrift, it's very rewarding and you find such cool pieces. I got a new piece for free now. I feel like I'm gonna be making you dizzy in this video. I haven't vlogged in a while, so I'm out of practice. Okay, back downstairs. I'm gonna make myself some lunch with whatever I can find in the fridge. I think it's probably gonna be leftovers. So, like most of the world right now, I am attempting to watch what I eat. Some days are good, some days are not so good. But basically what that means for me is that I'm trying to eat smaller portions and I'm trying to eat things that are not just all carbs, like a bowl of pasta for lunch or something. Trying to just eat more veggies, not to have my wine in the evening except for on the weekends and the occasional weekday. For example, if I'm watching The Bachelor, I'm going to have a glass of wine in my hand. There's just, can't get around that. That's not gonna stop. And for me, it's all about just making small changes, not making massive, drastic changes to my life because then I just will not stick with it. It's unrealistic and then I just go in the opposite direction, end up eating bowls of candy and pasta for lunch. So, baby steps. I already actually had a bit of lunch because I was starving before I got in the shower. So I shared this on my Instagram yesterday, but I had some of this stuff. I love this stuff. I think I've mentioned it before, but I'm not a huge fan of ground meat. Just kind of weirds me out. I'm not a big red meat fan either. I will eat it, but I prefer fish or chicken. We actually eat very little red meat or pork or anything like that, mostly just chicken. So this stuff is amazing. I used to always eat, this isn't sponsored or anything, it's here, so I thought I would talk about it. I used to always eat the Superstore Blue Menu version of this, and I put it on everything, salads, tacos, use it in spaghetti and everything like that. But I couldn't find it this time, so I tried this stuff, the Eve's Mexican Veggie Ground Round. So obviously it's great in tacos, but I just used it to make a taco salad yesterday. You just have to warm it up in a pan a little bit. It has great flavor. I much prefer this kind of texture and taste to real beef. So this one I just stuck in the freezer and it stays fine in the freezer for quite some time. Freezable up to 3 months. So yeah, I've been eating that quite a bit. This one's frozen, so I won't have that today. But last night we had chicken with like a tzatziki kind of sauce that I made from scratch. And this Greek chickpea kind of salad, just because I was using whatever we had left over in the fridge. So it's basically feta, probably too much feta. A pepper, a tomato, chickpeas, and onions with a little bit of vinegar, salt and pepper. And that's it. So that's what I'm gonna have for lunch. I already ate the other protein stuff, the little bit of leftover that I had from yesterday. So I'm not like shaky starving anymore. This will hold me over until I want a snack later on. I'm gonna eat it right out of the Tupperware because it's just me and Ken here right now. And he doesn't care. And creating less dishes. So obviously this isn't super healthy because there's feta in it. For me, it's better than a bowl of pasta. It's tasty, it's satisfying. I had my protein beforehand. There's a little more protein in here with the chickpea. That's a win in my books. There. You tell me, does that look disgusting or delicious to you? Looks delicious to me. Maybe I should have prefaced this with that I am not a picky eater at all. Other than the meat thing, meat kind of weirds me out. I'm not picky at all. I eat pretty much everything. So that's lunch. Okay, up next on the agenda, I'm gonna start editing what I've already filmed because that's how vlogs go missing. You record a bunch of stuff and then you go to edit it and you're bored of your own vlog and then you just scrap it. So if I start editing now, and it's not going to sink into some dark hole and be deleted. So I've got my Storage Wars show on. That's what I watch. I'm open to so many ideas for TV shows right now because I haven't had cable in so long that I end up going through the guide for an entire show because I just can't pick. There's too many options. You know what I end up watching a ton now though? Is the news. I miss the news so much. Global is my favorite. Chris Galis is one of my celebrity crushes. The heck? It's very pleasant to watch. And I just love learning about what's going on in the world, what's going on in Canada, what's going on around town, what's going on around the world, catching up with politics. I'll keep it at that. I literally go to bed at night excited to make my coffee in the morning and watch the news. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. I must be really getting old now if that's what excites me, but I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up. But the news is on. Sad but true. So, all right, all caught up with the vlog. I was just up here doing my daily outfit stuff for Instagram stories before the sun sets and had a sudden urge to change this. These have been on my wall since we've moved into this house, which was a really long time ago. It was a Pinterest idea. I don't mind the idea. Maybe I could just change the magazines to something, I don't know, a little more fashion-y. But I realized, this is still Ken's corner over here, so it's still a disaster. I can't help that. A boy's gonna do what a boy's gonna do. But I have this guy. My Burt's Bath photo that I got at a vintage shop. Long ago. I had it up in our last Vancouver apartment and I loved it. It was above our bar cart. Maybe I'll put that up there though. I was thinking I would put some of our wedding photos or something up here, but I don't have enough frames anymore. I gave them all away when we moved abroad. So maybe that'll be where Bert lives. Let's see. There we go. I think that looks a bit better than the magazines. I was also just kind of bored of the magazines. I might change my mind on those at some point. But Bert has a new home. Bert's Bath. Poor cat. I love a good black and white print. I love that it was a vintage find, and I love the cat's face in this. It cracks me up. It's definitely a little bit too low. You probably can't tell from seeing it on camera, but I would prefer if it was a little bit higher, but that's just where the 3 holes already were from the magazines, and I don't want to poke another hole in between the other 2 holes, so that's where he's gonna live now. Welcome home, Bert. Who's home? And he's making us dinner tonight. What are you making?
Tuna.
One word. Tuna what?
Melt.
Tuna melt. Do you have anything interesting to tell us? Fun fact?
No.
Nope. Nothing good to say? All right then. Bye-bye. I just happened to be vlogging today when we're having one of the most unhealthy meals we've had in quite a few nights. Although it's not that unhealthy. It's gonna be tuna with Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise. So we're just gonna use plain Greek yogurt, salt, pepper. I always dice up a couple of either olives or dill pickles. Is that weird? I don't know, I always grew up with dill pickles in my tuna melts. And he bought fresh buns somewhere. That's gonna be good. Broiled open face with a tiny bit of cheese on it. It's not that bad. But we're not quite ready to eat, so he's gonna do some more work downstairs in the basement. He told me to just stomp on the floor when I am ready to eat. I don't think I'm quite that lazy. Maybe I am. I might just stomp on the floor rather than going downstairs. Oh, Ken. I'm hungry. This is ridiculous.
Yikes.
You heard?
Oh, yeah.
We're going with the olives. Classic green olives, diced up in tuna. Yum. I'm weak. Just a little with dinner. Mmm.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's delicious.
Thank you.
There's another half there for you.